What do you think is the future of Detroit?
Ford. We're the Motor City, and we went from like that not meaning anything other than abandonment to like Ford just bought this train station that's like about
Now, it was the home of the US motor industry and the Motown music phenomenon. Detroit emerged from World War II as one of America's great industrial powerhouses with a population of almost 2 million. But since the 1970s, it's been in decline, and last night it became the biggest US city so far to file for bankruptcy.
and then there's no reason for public transportation to be developed for there. Why are we going to spend millions of dollars to move 5 people? That's their whole justification been their justification of it. So it's like, yeah, the Motor City, like, it's this, like, I even rep it, like, because it's just what we are. And I love that. But because it's like, there's not a music video that I don't look at. And I'm like, I know where that car was built. Like all these old schools, like they were all built here. Look at all the Texas, all the Houston videos and everything. And they got I can't remember what they call them, but the elbows poking out the side,
The swangers, I think they
yeah,
call
the
them
swingers
swangers.
and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like all those Cadillacs were built here. Like that's Detroit. Like that's Detroit culture, car culture. All the lowriders and all the videos and Cypress Hill and Dre and stuff. Those all came off the line out of Detroit, and
Wow.
like they got
Some
imported.
Detroiter put their hands on that.
Yeah, and then like we were just saying about the music, you go into like Dilla and not even just Dilla, but like a million other people. But like the music's there, and it's Detroit music and stuff. I love what Danny Brown said. Like he was like,
But prior to me going to jail, I had just got big and realized how great Jay Dilla was, and just getting understanding the importance of what my city had brought to the table. Cause me growing up, man, hearing fucking beach rhymes in life, and you know what I'm saying, I didn't hear no Jay Dilla. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying. But now it's like that was Detroit shit. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like hearing fucking Busta Rhymes albums and hearing certain songs, that was Detroit shit. But I didn't know because it was marketed to me as New York shit. No, but that was our shit though, Because Detroit, you could say we never had a sound, but that's our sound in some sense, as far as rap goes.
you grew up thinking, oh, that's New York. Oh, that's a New York sound. Oh, that's an LA sound. And then you find out, oh no, wait, such and such from Detroit produced that. That's a Detroit sound. Like that Tribe Called Quest stuff, Common, what do you call it?
Busta Rhymes to an
Busta
extent.
Rhymes, Far Side, like J-Lib, like that's all Detroit stuff. Yeah, it's J, and everything, Mad Lib and stuff. But still, it's like, that influence on his sound, obviously him working with Dilla. And it's like there's so much Detroit music all around. Even I know it'll probably get at me, but whatever. But Lean Rock, a lot of those found, like, open up any of his mixes, the way that they start on that like hip hop is, I don't know if you remember his Head Nod suite, 202, 101, 303, 404. He
Vaguely.
released, I downloaded those, I ripped those, and I still have them because I was like, I want to practice to this. This is dope. I didn't know what I was practicing to till all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute, that's YG. That's Dwele. That's like Detroit stuff. Like this is Dilla. It's like, oh my God. Like I laughed because like that new one he's got, damn, it's like, it looks like a fast food restaurant, the cover of it. He just released it. Damn, I can't remember the name. Now Serving. There we go.
Okay.
That Now Serving. That whole first, like, up until Pac Div comes on is like mad Detroit hip hop. Like
Dang.
YG, and this stuff from like 2007, 2009, YG, the War LP. I'll send you it after this. Listen to it. You'll be like, yo, this is, yeah. And it's why, it's because it has a sound sonically that people like really resonate with. It's got a head nod, it's got a bounce to it. It's not, and that's what I love. Lean Rock is ahead when it comes down to like, and you pay attention to him spinning, not just the battles and stuff like that, but you catch him in between, being able to play what he wants to play. He plays a lot of dope hip hop, and not just Detroit hip hop, but like he plays a lot of dope hip hop. Like he's not just playing the battle cuts and stuff like that. He gets to actually play music he enjoys, and that's what I like. Even like Flag and stuff like that. Like they drop a lot of that. It's all in there. But yeah, man, with the city, it's just like the influence that it's had from car culture, music and stuff, car and music culture, and it's huge and it's everywhere. And it's been the most rich stuff coming from our city, but it's like the city itself has just struggled, forever. And really been like poor city planning, purposeful, like making things not
Accessible.
Yeah, accessible, but like strangleholding neighborhoods that they know that will make sense later, you know, and it's long money. So they're not thinking 2, 5, 10 years. It's 20, 30 years that they're like, if we chokehold this community 20 years from now, we'll buy all of it up, and 20 years from now, it's going to be worth something. And that's what like Illich and Dan Gilbert and them did downtown, and why it's so developed. Because it's another part is I felt like the Super Bowl that came here in 2006 was just like a dog and pony show to sell the city. Because after that, everything got developed. 2006
investment into the city, right?
You didn't see anything on Woodward. That main strip, there was Campus Martius, and then I think there was the State Theater, Fox Theater, and that's it. That was pretty much it. And then you got into Wayne State, and that was all that was like. It was a ghost town downtown, you know, and like it was empty. Now, like, you can't even get into real estate over there. Before it was affordable, like for people to buy spaces, like pre Super Bowl. And it's wild because like, man, they really brought in like people, and like they decorated the city to make it look like there was all those businesses were abandoned. They literally made it look like businesses existed in there. And I'm like, that thing is empty. It was just yo, they like
wait.
Like posters.
Okay. So the whole time you've been talking, I'm thinking that okay, they brought in these people and started. You talking about even before the development, they basically made like almost like a set to a movie. Like even though these places were closed down, they're like, no, this is a real Dilla donut shop. And you're like, that's an empty room.
There was no businesses. There was nothing. It was just straight like posters that looked like it should be like a store, like a poster of bookshelves and things like that. So when they took the pictures, it looked developed. They had lights behind it. And the reason and because like, so it made it look all secure on Woodward, but then you would go off and you could get inside of that building. So this was like also part of my childhood was exploring the city. Grand Ballroom, I went inside of there, and that was like places where like, it was like a famous rock venue.
In its prime, it was the best place in the world to play. The best place in the world.
I'd never seen anything like it. I'd never heard anything like it.
The Grandy was definitely louder than Love. Love was on 7, the Grandy was on 10.
Like Zeppelin, Aerosmith, Jimi Hendrix had played there, MC5, like it was like literally just abandoned and open. And you could just walk in there and just look around and stuff like that. I went in the green room, the Motown building before it got destroyed. I gotta find it too, but it's in a folder. But I had like 5 signatures from Marvin Gaye.
Wow.
And it was for his not laundry. When you get your shirt pressed and stuff like that. Why am I drawing a blank?
Dry cleaning.
Dry cleaning. It was his dry cleaning receipts. Thank you. It was his dry cleaning receipts. And it's signed by Marvin Gaye. Like, and it's, you know, it's signed like from his secretary giving him things to sign off on. And I went inside the Motown building up in the top floors, like the 8th floor. And it was just a desk pushed up against the wall. And it literally looked like everybody just bounced at one point. Like, it was just like, okay, see you Monday, and never came back. Like, on a Friday. And it was just like all this stuff. So I went inside of there and like explored all these buildings. I was like 14, 15, riding around, but there was nobody downtown. There was nobody around.
So these are like guide yourself museums.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's open, you know, go see what you want to see.
Hop over the hole, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and if something happened to me, like nobody would have found me until they like,
Right,
somebody else
it's
was
way
just
too
going
late.
in that spot. You know, it was crazy.
And I have a good friend. Me and him were in the Air Force together back in the day, and he's like maybe a year or two older than me. And he went to Cass Tech.
Yeah.
And he said the downtown Cass Tech that he went to is not the downtown of today. He said it was like a lot more grimy down there. It was a lot more, you know, it was just not what I saw a couple months ago or weeks ago. You know what I'm saying?
He probably went to Cass when the Veterans Hospital was still open down there. And when they closed, this is like what the city did when Gilbert and Illich were like, oh, look, they saved the city and made us swing so we can take cute pictures on, right? When they did all this, they bought it and then closed the VA hospital and kicked everybody out. And these are veterans, bro. Like, with like mental health issues. So all the homeless people that were around there were all vets. Like we all knew them as vets in Cass Corridor, and these people kicked them out. Just shut it down because they needed a parking spot to build Little Caesars Arena and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Or well, we're speculating on building it and stuff like that. So yeah, Cass, and then Cass was like an 8-floor school, 7-story school. And it was so bad, like the original Cass, and you could probably ask your homie, the 7th floor, the floor was like this.
Oh.
Right? Because it was so warped, so poorly taken care of and stuff like that.
Right.
And it was like this, and we used to like, so my son's mom went to that school, so I used to sneak in there, just go hang out because the school was going. I was a badass kid, man.
You was sneaking into everything. You was in the Motown building, Cass High School.
Somebody else's high school.
Right.
I always tell a story about me getting detention at the wrong school. Because I wasn't supposed to, they were like, where are you supposed to be? And they wrote me up.
Right.
I laughed. I'm like, I got detention in the school I don't go to. Like, but
snap.
We're just, me and my homie snuck in because he was dating one of the girls who went there too. So we just like were like, yo, we'll pull up. We were just running, trying to figure out what floor they were on, and it was fun times, man. But yeah, that was sad. But it was wild because then you walk a block over and it was Cass Corridor and it was mad homeless people. Like everything around there wasn't developed. Everybody was just squatters and stuff like that. And it was a rough area. You know, they didn't mess with the students too much, but still it was like, you know, it was wild. And then they built the new school that's behind it and a little bit more and stuff. I feel like that's influenced by like techno and jit music specifically. So jit music is everything you hear just sped up like 130 BPM, like just slam the pitch bender all the way up, like that bad boy, because that stuff is fast. But it's like, so it's wild because we have like this like super fast music we grew up on, and then also like head nod, like 90 BPM type stuff, Dilla chill type vibe type stuff.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section, and to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace. Until the next episode.